Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
This is episode 91.
91.
And I forgot, god damn it. Okay, if you're new, we have less swears. So there's the warning. That's it. You've been warned. And I forgot, I took a screenshot of the new subscriber.
Oh.
But I can't.
You can't do it now.
Yeah, I can't. So anyway, welcome. And I forgot to check again for any comments. But I will. I made a note to myself to go back because there was a comment from the other week that I'm totally going to address, but that's later on. So
is it a funny one?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
no. I mean, yeah. Anyway. Okay. So I real quick because I want to get my lipstick on. Let me see your thing. So I brought out the Wonder Skin stuff. So last week I just wiped it off. I think.
Here come the lips.
So you can peel it off. So you get this little spray.
Did you get the spray?
I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm loving this product because I have other Color Stay lipsticks that are that go on, and it's not a fucking production. And this is a little bit of a, I don't like the two-step. Let me put it on and be fucking done.
I want to put it on and be done.
So this, hold please. So, hang on. So this, it's like foggy. Hang on.
Well, it's, humid.
So it goes on blue. Hang on.
Is this the same one you did last week?
I don't know. I got 3 colors.
Oh, Jesus.
It was buy 2, get 1 free. So you put it on. Hang on.
Kind of reminds me of Rocky Horror, although his are bright red.
It doesn't stay this color though. For fuck's sake, you can't really see it in the phone. Plus, it's on my teeth.
I think this is, if I heard right, this is the 50th anniversary of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, that's great.
50th year, big celebration. I love Tim Curry, but he died.
Tim Curry died?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Wait,
I have your phone. Hang on a fucking minute. Tim Curry didn't fucking die. Did he die?
No,
fuck.
Maybe not. I can't remember.
Okay. Also, along with swears, we often have some not true information.
It doesn't. We don't.
Inaccurate.
Inaccurate.
Lying.
Right. Inaccurate.
You know who did die besides Robert Redford? He died.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Poor
him.
Robert. Our pediatrician growing up looked like him.
He did a little bit. A little shout out to George McCormick. I love that guy.
And you know what? My doctor now, my regular family doctor looks like him.
Remember a guy I know looks like Pierce Brosnan? That was a little unsettling.
Yeah.
I mean, the other woman, there's the death, the lady who played Flo on Alice. And I forget her
died.
name. She
Kiss Margaret.
She also played the mom, the woman in Gremlins that rode the little thing up and down the stairs and she got electrocuted or whatever. Gremlins. It starts out cute. And then it goes to shit.
Tim Curry is still alive.
Okay, I thought.
Sorry,
I thought so.
he had a stroke though. That's what it was. He had a stroke in 2012.
Okay, so the Wonder Skin, you put it on, whatever color you get, it goes on this blue-purple color. For those of you that aren't watching, it's blue-purple color.
Like a dark blue.
So, then the one thing you can do is just let it on 30 to 60 seconds, and then you can take a damp cloth and wipe it.
That would ruin your lips.
You spray it, right? So let me try it. So the other day I did this before the Eric Clapton concert, which I'll talk about. I sprayed it, and then, because it sets it, and then you can peel it off, and it fucking ran down my face. I don't know how many squirts you're supposed to give either.
Probably 3, 2 or 3.
I did 2, and it ran down my face, and I was petrified because I had the red streaks down my chin, and I mean...
Vampire.
Right? I think you're supposed to do this also before you put your makeup on, because then there goes your makeup. So let's give it a try. Am I lined? I can't even tell if I'm lined up. Oh. Assuming it got my whole mouth.
I hope it's not poisonous.
It's up my nose. It's kind of sweet and tingling.
How long do you have to
I'm
wait?
going to peel this and get it all over my... no.
It doesn't look like it's peeling.
Hang on. It's way more than I'm supposed to use. This is some kind of bullshit.
You won't see me doing this.
You can't. It's all over your... Okay.
It doesn't peel off like a nice,
No, the videos...
It just wipes off?
Oh, no, you're supposed to peel it, but maybe I'm supposed to wait longer. I don't know. The videos, and you have it all over your hand.
It doesn't give you any directions on the bottle.
No, it came with direct.
Good.
It's
off.
In my mouth.
I don't think we need to use it. You're not using this again.
And then, but every time, and then I have it all over my fucking hands. So, okay, I watched the little videos, and women of all ages are using this, and seem to fucking love it.
Well, clearly, they're not.
But supposedly it stays on for like 8 hours. Now, I did put it on before Clapton the other day, When I got home from Clapton, it was not on, but we were gone
Your
for a
other
long
lipstick
time.
stays on longer. Like you have that lipstick that doesn't move.
I know that's it's I forget. You have to
Shiny,
buy it.
Stelly.
You have
No,
to buy it from. You have to buy it through.
Oh my God, what is
people
the
that
name
sell
of it?
And I can't think. I want to say Scentsy, and that's not it. That's wax.
It does sound
But
like
it's something
Scentsy
like that. Scentsylicious. Look, I don't fucking
for
remember.
lipstick.
I don't remember. Anyway,
It lasts a long time. That doesn't move
right,
off
and
your
you put
lips.
the gloss on it, and this you can add gloss, right?
It is a pretty color, but
I
I'm
like
not,
the color, but
I'm
I
not
don't
going
like the
through
two
all
step.
that.
I don't like the two step.
I can go buy that color someplace.
Right. I'm opposed to the. I like the colors. All the colors are great and they're vibrant. And you can like I can put more on and like build on it if I wanted to, but like I'm hostile that every time I do
You
it,
don't
it's
look
on
like a
my hands.
vampire.
Right. Well, rayon. I don't care. I mean, it's
No, but I mean, you will. Like,
It doesn't fucking run unless you spray the shit on it.
well, that's what
It's
I
not
mean.
supposed. You're supposed to hold something here on your
No,
chin.
that
which
is way too
right, and
much.
that's the thing. I'm not
Bullshit.
It's too many steps. So for the Wonder Skin,
bullshit.
I love to watch the little videos on the Instagram. I'm not getting it again.
I love those videos.
So,
but that
let's
is
do a quick,
bullshit.
right?
That
so
is a
talking
lot
about
of bullshit.
The deodorant the other week, right? So I got the Sand and Stone.
Oh yeah, don't they sell perfume too? Or
Yeah, I got the body mist too, the sample pack.
How does it
so
smell?
I got this.
oh my God.
So this is the sample pack of mini deodorants,
Instagram, if you're watching and listening, she'll buy anything.
right? Well, I mean, I had good reviews from people that like it.
I haven't smelled BO on you, but I haven't
No,
smelled you.
so I told you I had to go to the doctor. I came home from the gym this morning, and I was like, I mean, my shirt fucking stunk, and I never have BO unless like I go like a couple days without showering,
Oh.
which I don't do often. But I was like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, can you smell me? He's like, well, not really. Like, he's like, you were just at the gym. I'm like, no. Like, I don't ever come home and my fucking shirt smells like BO. It smells like the deodorant that I had on because I put it on with copious amounts of it. So I'm like, I'm dying. Like, if you look up reasons why you might have BO, I could be pregnant. I don't think let's fucking hope not. It could be the menopause. That could be so. It's a hormonal change of one of two ways, or it could mean like you have a serious health issue and you should.
I don't think you have
see
a serious
doctor.
health issue. I think maybe you just need a better
but
deodorant.
It also said to use. I alternate between the Sand and Stone, which is aluminum free, and I've not actually been using that. I was using it today. I used it before this. I alternate between the Secret and the Dove, and then this. And at first I was like, maybe it's me, because ever since I was sick, like, I feel like that's when I noticed that I have it. So either, when I was sick a few weeks ago for like 10 days,
Oh, it is.
either I used to like
I know, but it
roll
smells
up
good.
and
I can smell it.
So they're all like earthy tones. Like, so anyway, so
Smells.
either I had COVID and it fucked up my smell, or I had COVID and it fucked up like my body chemistry or something. Look, if you're near me and I stink, I apologize. I cannot possibly put on any more deodorant in a fucking day. I mean, I can't.
Here's the thing. So John told me, not because I smell, but just we were talking about organic stuff, especially when my first was born, you know, and you try to go all organic on shit. Some of us do. And John is like, you know, first of all, Patrick had no candy. His candy were raisins when he was really little. Now he's making up for that.
Yeah, that's because when he was in utero, you were eating fucking chocolate chips and Halloween candy like it was going out of style.
Just chocolate chips out of the bag.
I went with her. I went with you to Babies R Us. I remember I wore really uncomfortable shoes and you were pregnant. I'm like, I had to sit down. So it was like one chair in the whole place. I'm like, you guys stand. My feet. Look, that's what I get for buying a pair of shoes at Payless. I've never bought. Look, if you love Payless, good for you. I can't. These fat feet, I can't. I need fucking orthopedic something. No, Payless, go fuck yourself. My feet
That
have
has
never
nothing
hurt.
to do with my
feet have never
chocolate.
hurt. Anyway, but I went with you. We went to Babies R Us out in King of Prussia,
And
you
I
were
probably had the
registering.
snack size. The snack
And you
size
reached
of Kit
into
Kat.
your closet into a fucking bag of Kit Kats and like a whole handful, like threw them into your purse. I mean, a whole. You're pregnant, it's fine, but I mean, like, and that's where Patrick got his.
Patrick seriously came out of the womb.
asking for a Kit Kat.
No, I don't even know if he likes
Give me
Kit
a
Kat.
break.
You
Give
know,
me a
you
break.
know what he loves?
Break me off a piece of that.
I can
Kit
have
Kat
I can
bar.
have any candy in the house, like legitimately like Halloween candy, you know, bag candy, or a bag of the semi-sweet chocolate chips, Nestle House, and he'll go straight for the chocolate chips, and that's what I ate while I was pregnant with him. Not a whole bag at a time, like, but by a handful, like, you
Handful
know.
here, handful there.
At any rate, the point of this is that when we're trying to go organic, John is like, you are not wearing any of that smashed flour bullshit for deodorant.
If you do that, good for you. You're probably thin, right? Thin people
Yeah,
can get away with it.
you don't
If
smell
you're
or
husky,
sweat
you're
like
using
me.
the fucking deodorant with the
You
aluminum
don't
in it that's probably killing you.
smell or sweat like I do. I mean, not that I do on a regular basis, but John was having no parts of me. He's like, you aren't wearing smashed flowers as deodorant. It does smell
Right,
good,
okay,
though.
right.
That
So-
smells good.
so-
I think It's come a long way.
So the Sand and Stone, the scents are, hang on, Santal and vetiver. I can't pronounce it.
You can't even pronounce
Vetiver, bergamot, and hinoki.
That
Hinoki?
smells
I don't
good.
know. Neroli and basil. Look, I'm sure I'm butchering this. Black rose and oud. Oud. O-U-D. I have incense with oud. Saffron and cedar. I got that one. Saffron and cedar. I can pronounce that one. Anyway, they're all like earthy scents.
And they do smell good, but you've got to keep the BO away from me.
I've not worn these to the gym.
I don't want to.
I've only worn these when I've been like, like a normal day. They do smell really nice.
You could wear it as perfume.
What is this? They have the body sprays. I got the body spray pack.
But the body spray is not a deodorant. It's like actual body spray.
Right. I don't know that I like bergamot.
I'm not. Saffron and cedar.
That's probably my favorite. That's the one I've been using because I got a free one with my order. I don't really smell that. Anyway, okay. The fucking weed. I swear to Christ, it doesn't matter what time or what day we do this. The goddamn. Okay.
You know what? It defeats the purpose. But when you go through menopause, those women that are out there listening that are either
did you start smelling? Were you smelly when you?
I wasn't smelly, but your hormones do change. So here's the thing: that Lume or whatever the hell it is, it's good stuff. But you know what? At my age,
it does not last 72 hours.
No, I've got news for you.
I'm not even sure it lasts 48. I don't normally look. I do not go 72 hours without a bath.
No.
When I was sick, though, a few weeks ago, like last month, I mean, there was a stretch. I mean, like, I showered Monday. I remember I showered that Monday, and I don't think I showered again until Wednesday. And Wednesday, I was ripe. So, I
my
mean,
God.
I don't know if I stunk on Tuesday or not. I don't think I cared because I was so sick. But, like, when I can start smelling myself, it's time for a shower. So, the Lumi, on me, it's not a 48 hour.
Okay,
it's not even 24 hours.
It says 72 on the bottle, but the point of my
that's if you're thin and you lay still.
Okay, I'm not done.
Okay,
so
sorry.
The point of my story is, like, you try to be safe. You don't want to use the aluminum. Well, no, you hit menopause, and I don't know about you out there that are in menopause, but my hormones change. So
I'm using aluminum since I was 12.
have to wear the regular deodorant. And then I find that if I'm really sweating, like a summer sweat outside, it's not a workout sweat. There's a difference. I double up. I use the Dove, and then I use the Lumi on top, and I don't smell.
I just had a memory. The first time I ever wore deodorant. Do you remember this? It was you. It was summertime, and I was,
Did you smell?
Well, I was probably in like 5th grade-ish, 4th or 5th grade, around the age where puberty starts to hit, and girls usually hit puberty before boys. So we'll say between 4th and 5th grade. And I remember you said, "You stink. You need deodorant." And you grabbed me by the arm and pulled me into Mom and Dad's room because you're not about to let me use your deodorant. And you literally grabbed Mom's deodorant and put it on my underarm. And you're like, "You need to start using deodorant."
I probably bathed you in it.
And that was my introduction to fucking deodorant.
I
put on so much deodorant. Thank God they make it now. Remember you used to clump? I'd have like fucking rocks falling from my arms, like giant chunks, because I put so much on. And like maybe that's it. Maybe I've built up some kind of fucking resistance to like.
You know what?
Deodorant.
This is way too much, and I don't think I smell, or at least nobody's ever told me. But I did try.
But you worry.
Several years ago. Yeah, you worry about it. Several years ago, for like working out in the gym in my spin class. I don't want to reek. I tried that like almost like prescription strength Secret. They sell it in the drugstore, but like that
stays on.
No, it didn't do shit for me. I'm like, oh my God,
it was like
smell.
It was like hard to put on. I remember.
Yeah, and anything that's clear, fuck that shit.
Oh my God,
the clear stuff doesn't
work.
It
does not work. Oh my God, I remember when I was in high school working at the fucking pizza place, and I got I want to say it was Degree. Fuck that. Oh my God, I left, and thank God I worked at the pizza place so I could blame it on like smelling like onions from the fucking pizza place. I fucking stunk. I fucking stunk. Because I left, I got done with work early, and I went to see my friends in their college apartment, and I'm like, oh my God, I fucking stink. I'm like, sorry guys, I was slicing onions, which I probably was, but I was not full on onions. That was my underarm. I was like sweaty under my arms. Like, I don't ever get rid. Oh, anyway.
I have a sensitive sniffer. Me too. It's my
strongest sense.
It is my strongest sense. But I'll tell you what. Like, I can take a lot of smells. Like, vomit kind of gets to me. But
vomit, poop, I can't.
I'll tell you this. The BO smell, mine or somebody else's, makes my stomach turn. So much so that when I was in 6th grade and we were doing a little musical that, the classes all did, for the end of the year, we were doing like, I don't know, Over the Rainbow or some stupid shit with the Muppets. We did Free to Be You and Me when I was like in 4th grade. But at any rate,
I don't remember a musical.
I was standing next to a girl and she was not in my specific class. but and I've never ever done this before or after. Went up to the teacher and was like, "You have to move me." Like, just because I'm a nice person, I know that she put this particular girl next to me. I was like, I was like, I can't. I'm gonna get sick.
Did you get moved?
They moved me.
Last year when we were in Germany, we went to
Discreetly. They moved me.
Well, that was nice. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. When we were in Germany, the one day we went to Austria, and we were in the Beethoven Museum, like his house, whatever, in Austria. Look, and I probably discussed this last year because I was so distraught over it. It ruined the experience for me because I had to try to get ahead of the group that smelled bad because in some countries people do not use deodorant.
Right.
And then, can you stop fucking fiddling with shit? Hello. Those of you that are listening and not watching, she just slammed her phone to the table.
On accident.
Anyway, they stunk so bad that like I tried to like get ahead of them because you couldn't go in the room after them. They fucking reeked. It was so gross. Anyway, I digress. Okay, I can't wear off the shoulder. I think I'm too broad and it just keeps slipping back up. Like I can't. It doesn't. Also,
for those of you that can't see, she looks
just,
fine.
I'm fucking with it. I can't. Okay, the other thing I wanted. So this is the Kiss shampoo. I haven't used this scent yet. This is the Rice Water Protein one. So I've been using it. I'm frizzy today because I'm coloring my hair tomorrow.
And it's humid.
And it's very humid. But I'm coloring my hair tomorrow, and so I didn't put any product in it. And it was a gym day. So I didn't have time to straighten it.
And
so
why is this so much better for you?
Well, first of all, it comes in a box. It's not in a plastic bottle, and so all the wrappings are
biodegradable or
recyclable. So hang on. So this is the shampoo. The purple one fucking stinks. I didn't know this. I used the rosemary one, which is for I forget what it's for. I like the rosemary. It's green. I love the smell of it.
How long do these last?
Well, it lasts a while. I've been using them every day. So the shampoo is a little beat up. The shampoo comes shaped like an S, right? And so you can wet it and then roll it in your hands like you're washing your hands and get a lather and rub it on your hair. But I find it works better if I just go like this across my hair while it's wet and it gets a great lather.
Do you get? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you get a good lather?
Well, the other thing, so the problem though that this for whatever reason I don't drop it. I have a hard time with a conditioner that's shaped like a C. See. It does smell nice, and every fucking day though I drop it in the shower. It's all they're all dented up. I don't know what the problem is, but they sell like little bag, like little.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they sell little bags for them that will lather nicely. And they're having a sale. They're like $3 a bag. I just haven't. That smells nice.
It does. Yeah, it smells nice.
It smells nice,
and it smells nice in your hair. But I'm telling you, I got the frizz and the curls. No, if I could flat iron my hair every day.
You're using, it has nothing to do with the shampoo.
Yeah, and
it's all about the conditioner and the product and how you dry
it. I know,
it.
but I like a heavy shampoo to weigh the hair down with the.
How do you know if it's heavy or not? You've never tried it. You're just hater things.
I'm not saying that's heavy.
Automatically
I'm saying my hair, my shampoo currently is.
Well, I mean, I have full hair today.
Yeah, I know.
After having used this. I need to use the conditioner today, though, because I have a bottle of shampoo or bottle of conditioner I'm trying to use up. So
what else you got over there?
Anyway, so then... Oh, remind me, I have a fucking story to tell you.
Is this all from Instagram?
No.
The Instagrams?
So I was reading this article about how when you go to hotels and when you go to like Airbnbs and VRBOs, there's a rise in hidden cameras throughout the house. So after reading the article, right... Probably also I was drinking when I tried to get it here before we went to Atlantic City last time. So I got this little device detector. So you walk through the rooms and it's like just like you see in like the movies. Like you go around and like it lights up if it detects a hidden camera.
Oh.
Like in the vents or up in the fire alarm or whatever. After reading this fucking article about how you're being spied on in hotel rooms and in rentals, which is horrifying.
It is.
So now I'm going to add this with my travel pack of stuff.
Especially the Airbnbs that we've been in.
Well, and one of the one indicator, the
hopefully
one guy
people
was
out
saying,
in Idaho and Montana have better things to do.
Like, take a look, and if you see, like, there isn't always like a light flickering or whatever, like anything beeping or whatever. But the one thing the family noticed was there was a fire alarm in the bathroom, and they thought, why is there a fire alarm in the bathroom?
Right.
And then I don't know if they used this or they got up and looked. I forget what happened. I don't remember, a month ago when I read the article. But sure enough, there was a fucking hidden camera. if you want to watch me fucking take a poo, I mean, really, what kind of sick fuck are you? Right? I mean, like, people are fucking sick.
Oh my God.
There's a sick fetish for everything in the world.
There is.
Just don't put me on the internet. It's like all I ask. It's like when I went to PT Joe's place for the first time and he had that camera by the piano.
Oh.
And I was like, is this like a cover your ass kind of thing? Like in case, and I'm like,
Oh
I didn't
my
say anything
God.
about it, but I thought, okay, well, like, and when we talked about it, but he brought it up one time, and I said, well, I did notice it because his buddy was like, dude, what are you doing with this? He's like, it's for the dog, so my wife can watch the dog when we're not home. But I discussed this before. But anyway, but he was like, so he turns it around. You know, people. I said, dude, I totally thought it was like cover your ass kind of thing, like in case like I come back and claim whatever. He's like, well, first of all, like anyone that's coming to my house has been fully vetted. Like I knew that you were not going to do anything like that. I'm like, you never know. There's crazy people out there. Crazy shit happens all the time.
Fucks.
So, but he was like, I said to him, like, just, I mean, whatever you need to do, like I get it. Just don't put it on the fucking internet. He's like, I assure you. Anyway, okay, I have the funniest story to tell you, and I didn't tell you, wait, hang on, don't look at my notes.
I have several things.
Before I tell you the funny story,
Oh.
it has to do with outside. So, I told you about the ladybugs, okay, so we have this infestation of what I deemed are white flies after doing a Google search.
They're not aphids?
No.
Okay.
They're little white, teeny tiny little white, like mite-looking things that lay little white eggs all over our so our pepper plants, like in our tomatoes, they're producing, but they're dying faster than usual. And also when I go out to water them, like, or pick them, like all this shit starts flying around. So they're called white flies. And they infest into your,
Infest.
they get on your plants, tomatoes and peppers especially. So after reading like what to do, I was spraying like soap spray, an insecticide, and you can make it yourself with Dawn dish soap or whatever, dish soap and water. But I had some from before, so I was using it. It is safe up until like the day you pick. Just, you know, wash it off, just soapy, whatever. But also I'm like spending a lot of money on that. Like fuck that. So then I was like doing research, like how else do I get rid of these? And it said ladybugs. So I ordered a bag
From Amazon.
It came in a box from so 1,500 ladybugs. That's how many came in the thing. $8.99 plus $15 for delivery because they get here quickly. I went to the website directly for the company, and it was more to go through them than it was to go through Amazon. So I went back to Amazon to save a few dollars. They got here. It was supposed to get here like 4 days, and they got here like in a day or two. So they were lickety split.
Yeah.
Comes in a box with holes in it, right? And I open it up, and there's this mesh bag, like a heavy mesh bag, with 1,500 ladybugs. And I'm trying to be careful because I don't like squish any, right? I think 1 or 2 didn't make it because like when you're handling anyway. So I got it, and it said you can store it in the refrigerator between 35 degrees and 45 degrees for up to 2 weeks. So you're supposed to put the ladybugs into the garden, and it said like release however many per square foot. Fuck that. I put the whole goddamn thing out. But so
do you just open it and let them fly?
I had to cut it carefully because wait. So what happened though? So you're supposed to let them out either later in the evening or early in the morning when the sun is not right on them, when it's cooler, after you've watered, so there's a nice climate for the ladybugs, right? So I read about it, I figured it out, whatever, and so I put the box in the refrigerator, like it said, with the bag in the box in the refrigerator overnight. Get it out in the morning, take the bag out, and not a single one is fucking moving. So I stroked the fuck out. Because I'm like, it said, I'm like, I got my money back. I'm like, God, it killed them. It fucking killed them. And the refrigerator is not below 35 degrees. I'm like, oh my God, maybe it is. Fuck, I killed the fucking ladybug. I got $23. Sons of bitches, right? So I totally stroked the fuck out Saturday morning.
Oh my God.
Well, then I start to Google, like, okay, wait.
They go in like a hibernation?
I thought, well, maybe they just like, go FYI, they go dormant in the refrigerator. It ought to fucking say that though, in the goddamn pamphlet, so that you don't stroke the fuck out when you open the refrigerator the next day and you look at the bag and they're not fucking moving. All 1,500.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So they go dormant, and then Joe's like, yeah, they're starting to move. Okay. I go out, I water everything really good, and then I release them. I'm shaking them out of the bag at the base of the plants.
Do you have to shake them out, or can you just like leave the bag and
leave
they'll fly
it like
out?
that, but I wanted, it said try to put them at the base of like the plants, whatever. So I'm shaking them out. Well, watch yourself. There you go. Yeah, there's a little lipstick on it. Oh, right there, right on your boob. Yep, and a little drip. Oh, it dripped all the way. Oh, look at that. It's a hell of a mess. Yeah.
That's what happens at the coffee and laughing.
That's why I gotta wear black. So, release the ladybugs, right? I went out this afternoon, right? I got home from the gym. I said, let me investigate the situation. and they're supposed to decimate the white flies. I still have white flies.
Oh.
I counted exactly 3 ladybugs.
Did they fly over to the
garden.
neighbors?
So it said to make sure that, like, if there's...
Put a net down?
Well, first of all, a couple of them drowned in a little puddle. Because when I shook them out, they landed in a little puddle that gathered in the garden. And I thought they could fly out, but they can't. They drown. So there's the dead ones that are still there. But I counted 3. And I'm not buying anymore. Fuck it. Whatever vegetables we get, or what we get, and then I'm done.
Well, did they go to other trees or the neighbors, or...
Well, I don't know where the fuck they went. They didn't tell me where they were going.
What eats ladybugs?
I don't know.
I wonder what eats
birds,
ladybugs.
Bats,
birds. I don't know.
Well, something feasted on them.
Well, when we were in Tennessee, you're not allowed to kill them. You're not allowed to.
No, because they kill. The ladybugs eat all the bad. Like, they're really good for your garden.
Right.
Like, they eat the aphids, they eat the whiteflies, they eat all kinds of other shit.
The Great Smoky Mountains has them. Like in the surrounding area to the park as
Why
well.
would you
Like
kill
you're not because some people like there's an infestation. Like
right.
You see, like it looks like a black.
Your mom told me to be careful, like not to let them in the house have an infestation.
Yeah, like it looks like there's a black paint mark on your house, and it's really when you get close, like ladybugs. So some people want to like.
Oh, and they will bite you. I have a bite.
Oh my god.
Well, after I came out of the garden, hang on.
Fucking ladybugs.
See?
Now.
I have a red mark. Is it there? Is it
yeah.
Here it is. After it could have been some. You can't see it. It's not a tick in the fucking garden. After I released them, I came in. I had a little red. It could have been anything though. I mean, I always have fucking welts and shit. But I had a little red mark, and it was probably a ladybug bite. I don't know.
Well, that's
anyway.
Oh, and you're not allowed to use insecticides anywhere near the Smoky Mountains as well.
Well, right,
because it'll kill them, even if you're not trying to get to them.
And so now I can't spray. I can't spray my plants now with the soapy stuff.
What about the neighbors?
Because it will kill. What about the fucking neighbors?
If they were spraying something, then it could have gotten them.
They don't have a garden. They're not fucking. Speaking of that, though, in the actual fuck news, there was. Hang on, so I don't get it wrong. Hang on.
Oh.
There's a couple in Maine, and like the one, they're like ritzy. They have like a nice like waterfront house, and one of them was like a writer or something. Martha Stewart was among her clients. Blah blah blah. And they were in trouble. There accusations from their neighbor that they had purposefully poisoned trees on the neighbor's property to have a better waterfront view. And I thought, because our neighbors killed one of our trees. I don't think they did it on purpose. Who knows? But the other year, when that fucktard plowed out, we don't have driveways big enough to plow, people. Maybe snow blow, otherwise you shovel it. It's not that fucking big. The fucker plowed out that old whore across the street, plowed out her driveway.
Right.
And,
God.
But with it, so he came across the street with it, with all of the shit that the township had fucking
all
put
the
down.
salt
and the salt that we had, and it plowed it up onto our sidewalk in front of one of our new bushes that had been planted that summer. And it killed it because all the salt went down in it and killed it. So then we had to pay for a new bush. That ones did not come with a warranty, that type did not come with a warranty. The other ones did. Fucker. Anyway, that reminded me of that. Okay, so speaking outside, I have the funniest fucking... I did not tell you this story.
Okay.
So last week, one morning, I think it was like Friday morning, I come downstairs, right, after sleeping, and I yelled hello to Joe, whatever. Figured he was out working in his area. No response. Okay. Thought he was in the bathroom. He's like MIA for a little while. And so finally I'm like, well, did he fucking go somewhere? Like, where? So I looked at his car is here. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where is he? So then I look on the security camera to see, like, is he, like, the lawnmower's not going. Like, what's happening? So I look, and he's just standing out back of the patio. Just standing there, not even sitting.
Admiring your
view? Just standing there, like, whatever. And but now I've been downstairs for, like, a solid 20 minutes, right? So I open the door, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I was locked out. I'm like, oh my God, like, how long have you been out here? He's like, a while,
Why didn't you pound on the door?
He's like, why do you want to wake you? I'm like, well, first of all, I probably not heard, because the air conditioner was on, the fan was on,
my God.
The sound machine was on with a thunderstorm. So, like, look, I mean, I wouldn't have heard anything. But I'm like, why didn't you knock? He's like, why do you want to wake you? I'm like, well, first of all, yeah, probably would not. I woke him up, like, how long are you just going to stand? He's like, why did you to piss? We need to go to the bathroom. He's like, well, the neighbors can't see it. We just pee in the backyard. But I'm like, well, like,
did he even sit down at your table back there? Like, he's just
when
standing
there,
there,
like,
like,
looked and saw me standing
looking
there,
around?
Right? I'm like, well, what happened? He's like, the doorknob, it's like your door. And I don't ever lock the doorknob.
No, my youngest son does, and I got locked out of the house. I almost ripped the house.
I used the deadbolt because otherwise I don't want to get locked out. So I'm like, don't lock the doorknob, just lock the deadbolt.
Yeah.
I mean, because we locked the storm door too. It's like, if
Right.
we're trying to break in, we got a lot of locks. So I'm like, what? Like, I don't ever lock the I don't ever lock the doorknob
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's like, I figured you'd wake up eventually. I'm like, well, you're lucky that I woke up before my alarm went off. Otherwise, you'd be out here like for how long?
Thank God it
I
wasn't
mean, like
snowing or
well,
raining.
He might have pounded on the door then, maybe. I don't know, but I mean,
No, I would. That's funny. Poor Joe. Like,
I mean,
that's
just
hysterical.
Just standing out there.
You're like, what are you doing?
I know, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing out here? Well, he went and got the garbage cans, so the garbage had come, so he went and retrieved the cans and brought them around out back, and then went to go back in, and those fucking doors were locked. Like, you're fucking standing here and not fucking say anything.
No, I would have been pounding and pounding and pounding. I already pound when that doorknob is locked. Now I'm to the point where I test, it's the back door, I test the knob.
I test it. Well, first of all, two things. One, I test the knob. Two, I don't usually shut the door behind me. Like, I just shut the screen, like the storm door behind, like I just let it go closed behind me. I don't worry about the door because I'm not going to be out there for long. So I'm going to come back in here in a minute. Like, I'm usually just out there to, like, look at the garden.
I
pick some tomatoes,
lose
whatever.
my shit.
Well, usually because Sean locks you out.
Well, there is that on purpose, but sometimes he's not even home. Like, he's at school, and I've not realized that the goddamn doorknob is locked. I'm like, he locks the house up like it is Fort Knox. Now, as great as that sounds, and it's good, especially when we're not home, I lock the doors when we're there, but I'm like, we don't have to have this. Like, he puts not only the deadbolt and the doorknob, like, we have these little things from when he was little, like, up at the top of the doors.
Because Joe goes around and locks all the doors?
I
Joe
don't
likes the
know.
doors locked. We watch a lot of true crime TV. You never hurts to have your doors locked.
I don't know. And then while they were traveling, taking the 4 days out to Idaho, did you lock the doors? Are you locking the doors? You should lock the doors.
My God.
Someone ran away. You should lock the doors. There was a crisis or something. Oh, there was something at Villanova University, and he was like, did you lock the doors? But, so that reminded me of something, and now my brain just farted, and I know what it was. Speaking of, I didn't tell you this. So last Thursday night, we did not have our alarm set, okay, on the house. But last Thursday night, all of a sudden, I'm glad to know that it will wake me up. It is going off, and it's not the beep of the battery going in the alarm system. It's not that beep, like when the battery's shot,
right?
And it's not the beep in the fire.
The alarm went off, is what you said.
It wasn't the alarm. Well, I mean, I guess it was the alarm. It was the one, like, if a burglar came in, like, and it doesn't change pitch. It doesn't do anything. It's just like...
So what was it if it wasn't the alarm?
It was that. Sorry. I mean, I was thinking...
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't.
I was thinking, like, the noise it makes when you first set it, like the ding, ding, ding. Or the beep, beep, beep. It wasn't a beep, beep, beep.
The alarm went off.
It was the
full-on... Can you tell us why the fucking alarm went off?
It was a full-off siren.
The alarm went off.
Wait, the alarm went off. We both... John, the alarm's going off. What is that noise? I wake him up. I'm up.
Did he have his earphones on?
He jumps out of bed. Yeah, he did. He jumps out of bed. And I'm like, oh my God, make it stop. Because it is piercingly loud.
I thought Sean told me it was a fire alarm that went off.
No, he thought we told him it was because we didn't want him worrying.
Okay.
And I was like, well, it hasn't woken Sean up, so this is great because it's a school night at 2:30 in the morning. And so I'm like, oh my God. And now the phone rings because it's the alarm people.
And they want your fucking security code. I'm like, let me ascertain what's happening. I don't know. Did you have the police come?
No, they didn't because John finally coughed up the password. But he's like, I don't even know. Like, no. So they're like,
don't you have the police come to you figure out what the problem is?
No, we didn't. John, no, he didn't. He's like, told them, he's like, we don't think there's anybody here because it's the actual alarm and none of the sensors in the windows went off or the doors. So
what caused it?
We don't know. That was the whole point. We might have a ghost. Because, and it's not the battery dying.
I told you to save that house.
She told us that was not like the battery and it hasn't gone off since. But it was...
Was it like in your old house when like the bat or the spider or whatever in the basement set it off?
I mean, it might have, but we only have sensors now that people can come to our house.
We don't tell the whole details of it. Was it a motion sensor?
Yes, it was a motion sensor.
Oh God!
But
so
nobody was...
Big set it off.
No, nobody was out. We don't... Yeah, nobody was... The windows were not... She can tell us what zone it was, and it was, we don't think, a window. So, at any rate, the point of it is then Sean was up, and it was very, very, very loud. And
I mean, it's meant to wake you.
yeah, I mean, which
Or
it
for the
did.
neighbors to also hear it and call.
Or if you're the burglar to piss your pants. It's so
Right.
loud.
It is fucking loud.
So I typed our code in and it went off, thank God, because part of me is like, nothing could have set this off. This must be the fucking battery going, and I'm not going to be able to
No, it
sleep
just
with this
beeps at
noise.
you.
Yeah, no, but it hasn't happened since. But it did wake you up in the middle of the night. I mean,
That's alarming.
it is the worst. And for some reason, I knew it wasn't the fire alarm. I knew that it was the alarm. It wasn't the fire.
No, we wake up, we're like, what the fuck? So, what is it? Is it a fucking fire? Is it the fucking house alarm? Like, and it's always in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I was
What?
just thinking
Like,
that always in the middle of the
So
night.
then you think, oh, it must be somebody breaking in, because what else would it be?
Right.
Always the middle of the night.
It's always the middle of the
Or
night.
like 4 o'clock in the morning, which is still in the middle of the night.
And I think John got out and looked at our Arlo. He has the app, and I think he looked, and as we could, what he could see.
I'm
there
having the
wasn't
police
anything.
come. Fuck it.
There wasn't anything. You remember the hot cop that came when John was out of
Yes,
town?
when
At our
it
old
went
house?
off, right? It went, that summer I was doing my internship. Yes, and it went off, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And we
John
both
was
went to bed.
John was basically living in Harrisburg that summer.
But so they called. We were upstairs. We both. Not like the fucking movies where they all danger, let's go see what the fuck it is.
well, that's what John
No.
did. He's on the phone
No.
and he's like, just a minute, and he's
No.
going down the stairs and then down
He
the
doesn't
basement
watch enough
stairs.
television. No, fuck that. Because it was
he's
just you
checking
and
out. I'm
me.
like,
we waited for the police to come.
The
And
alarm
then-
is going off full
Right,
blast
and
too.
then we went down. We
Yeah.
we went downstairs to let the policeman in, and then he went to the basement to investigate.
But do you
the
remember
basement.
he said, "Did you
He
go
was
to the
hot,
basement?"
though.
Do you remember he said, "Did you go
Was
to
he
the
the guy on the
basement?"
motorcycle? Did he
Check
have
it
the
out.
boots on?
No, he was
At a
not on a
different time.
motorcycle. That was a different time.
Look,
That was a different time.
But the Wagner cops are hot.
It's not all of them, but some of them. Yeah,
He
this
was.
one was. And then he sat at the end of the cul-de-sac for like an hour.
Right, because
But
there's the two of us
he
there,
told
yeah.
us then it was probably a bat or a spider, which skeeved me out all the
Yeah.
more. I'm like, which would I rather have, like a burglar?
Well,
or
the spiders make our
bat?
cameras go off all the time because I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'll like look at the camera, and it's like the spider is like, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Christ.
Well, the interesting thing is that the alarm, we didn't even have it set and it went off, so we're not sure what happened.
A malfunction. Interesting.
But it went, like, it wasn't set when we went to bed because I forgot. So, but when I typed in the code, it shut it off. But it was never armed to begin with, which is interesting. Like, we're not quite sure what happened.
It might be a ghost. Look.
Oh.
Well, so we've been trying to watch in the order of the Conjuring universe.
No.
So we've been watching, and Joe just goes right the fuck to sleep at night.
No.
And I'm fine. We watch a little Gilmore Girls. I'll get back to that. Watch a little Gilmore Girls before bed, and I'm fine with playing my solitaire game. And then all of a sudden, I'm like picturing all kinds of fucking things, and I'm like,
As you should. You
I
should
had to
not
go to the
watch
bathroom
this.
last
Oh my
night,
God.
and I just laid there for a minute, and I was like, "Be brave, Megan. Be brave. There is not a demon in this house. Knock on wood. Nothing is going to grab you from under the bed and pull you under."
Well, you never know.
I don't know if I mentioned this. We were watching an episode of Luther. We wrapped up Luther finally, the British cop show, and John Luther was the guy's name. There's a movie though. We're probably gonna watch that tonight because I need a break from the Conjuring world. Look, we watched. I'm all over the place. There was an episode of Luther where this girl gets into bed, right, and she's sensing something. Look, when you sense something, there's probably something going on. Your intuition is a real thing. And you can see her kind of looking around, whatever. She lays down, and this fucker crawls out from under the bed. And Joe and I both were like, ah! Like, oh my God. So, I mean, fuck. I mean, he was all stealth-like, too.
No,
Shit. Like, oh, my God. So,
Oh my God.
and here I am, like, I'm looking under the bed. Let's see, like, how much room is under there? Like, can a human, like, really get under there? Plus, we have the Tempur-Pedic that moves, you know? So, it has, like, a bunch of different legs. Like, it's not like a normal bed which just has,
Right.
like, 4 legs.
It's
or
like a
whatever.
maze under there.
Yeah, so like when I try to store shit, like I have to get tricky about it, right? I mean, it's not fucking simple. I mean, I'm not crawling under the bed, but like,
Right.
somebody.
We have
else
no
could.
underneath the bed. Our bed sits on the floor, so there's no getting under our
Well,
bed.
that's good then, because you don't have to worry about anything crawling out their drawers, though. Look, anyway, so the Conjuring world shit, right? I can't. So we watched. I thought we'd seen them all.
Oh,
We went
God.
the Conjuring universe. So we went to see, for those of you that weren't following this, we went to see the new movie the other week, and then thought, let's go back and rewatch all the movies, which I thought we had seen them all. We have not. So we're watching them not in the order the movies were made, but in chronological order from the onset of like the demons, whatever. And most of them are based loosely, and they should say loosely based on the studies
Right.
from the Warrens.
You told us this last week.
I know, but people are new. So there were 2 that we hadn't seen, which we had not seen. the final Annabelle movie, Annabelle Comes Home.
Jesus.
I don't know that we saw that. If we did, I think we're probably drunk because it's easier to watch those when you're drinking.
Oh, you don't
because they're not
say.
as scary, and then like they don't terrorize you for days on end. We did not
God.
see the next. So the final Conjuring is in the theaters right now, but the one before that we never saw, which was The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It, which was based on a real case where this guy, in Connecticut,
The devil made me do it.
was possessed and killed somebody. He went to jail for 5 years, but the Warrens and like the other people that witnessed it went to court on his behalf. And I need to read. So I'm reading the book about it. I need to read. I'm reading the book about the Warrens, so I need to read like the actual account of it. You know, because again, they make it a movie and they sensationalize it. So it's loosely based. But anyway.
Based.
Okay. So speaking of movies and fame, whatever. So I went to see Eric Clapton on Saturday. So yes, last week we had The Who, which had been rescheduled, and then Clapton
busy
on
week.
Saturday. It was a busy week.
Busy week.
So look, I had to like the Who crowd, right? It was like night out at the nursing home.
Oh wow.
Well,
That's pretty.
So Saturday was a little bit similar to that, only they were fucking drunk. I said to Joe the other day or someone, I was like, look, when you get to an age where you have to constantly pee, you wear a diaper when you go to a fucking concert. You could not be up and down.
Wow.
There's this older couple. This poor couple sat, the two rows in front of us on the end. They were up constantly because other people in their row were constantly getting up and
I'd
down.
be pissed.
Then we had this drunk woman. I'm going to say she was 70-ish. She looked fucking rough. So she could have just looked older than she was. She had the rough
Smoker's
Delco
voice
with smoker. And she had because they sell like the giant cans of beer, a giant Coors Light in her
Oh my
hand.
God.
And she's rocking out. And Clapton is playing fucking acoustically. And there she is, only one fucking standing. And she's screaming at him. Bitch,
Wow.
sit the fuck down.
I'm surprised the people
Sit
behind her
down.
didn't ask her to sit down nicely. Can you sit down, please?
Well, I mumbled under my breath. I said someone needs to shut her the fuck up, and I think I said someone needs to fucking punch her in the face at some point. Because I'm trying to fucking watch Clapton
Oh
respectfully, and I had to pee once. Well, so I got up. So
I thought you said you don't like to
wallflowers-
pee.
I had to
You
pee.
don't drink-
I didn't
you
drink.
don't
I did
drink.
not drink anything. Luckily, also because it's sober September, and I was craving a beer, right?
Oh, God.
But they only had shit beer. So I'm like, okay, good. Thank God they only have shit beer. Well, then someone
Well, there
sat
you
down
go.
in front of us with a fucking Dogfish Head 60 Minute, and I about stroked out. So they had good beer somewhere else, just not.
Right
but
where you were.
I don't like the giant cans. They sell them only like the great big cans.
Yeah, why?
But then, well, for what you pay for them, they should be in the bit. So we paid $7 each for a bottle of fucking water that I nursed
is
the
robbery.
whole time. It
That
was
is robbery.
I was going to get a Diet Coke, but I was like, nope. I didn't want to have. So I dehydrated myself all day because I
Oh,
did not want to
jeez.
have to use the porta potties. Because I'm like, do you think they cleaned them since Wednesday? And Joe was like,
Oh.
no.
The porta potty's outside, you mean?
Outside,
Right.
yes, while we're waiting. And luckily we got there 3 hours early because you could not. It was the same time as the Phillies game again.
Phillies are winning. It's a red
And
October.
It's a red October. So, but it was chaos.
Yeah, chaos down there.
Chaos. I can't even. So we get in there and I didn't have a beer. I had nothing to drink. So the Wallflowers opened, which I really liked the Wallflowers, like when they were popular, like when they came out in like the 1995-ish, 96. I remember listening to them in my sophomore year of college.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
Jacob Dylan, Bob Dylan's son, looking a bit like him now. I wasn't thoroughly prepared because I pictured Jacob Dylan looking like he did in 1996.
Right, well,
But
no.
he came out. He looks the same but older, so it wasn't like seeing David Lee Roth, who looks totally
Oh,
different.
God.
And I'm still traumatized by that.
Yeah?
But so okay, Wallflowers opened, and then I'm like, okay, when they were, I'm like, I'm gonna go run out and pee quick before Clapton starts. I walked out, and I was trying to figure out what the fuck the line was. It was like all the way down the car. I was like, oh fuck that. Never mind. I'll just go sit back down. She was like, what happened? I'm like, I'll piss myself before I wait in that line. I mean, I can't. I just sit here trying to think about it.
Oh, my God.
And then I waited till he was in the middle of a long riff on the guitar. That's what it's called, right? Riff, yeah. And then I jumped up and ran out and peed quick. And then at the end of the concert, though, so there's this woman in front of me. The two women in front of me that were constantly on their. You're there to see fucking Clapton. They were on their. There's one scrolling fucking Facebook.
Are they
one on the
young or
right.
old?
No, they were both older than me, much older than me.
Maybe they didn't want to be there.
Scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and Messenger like constantly. And the best part, so they have the fucking font like gigantic on their phone. So I'm reading
you can read it. That's
I'm
the
reading
best.
it. So in case you want to know, there's Jewish Heritage Night at the Phillies game coming up. But it also coincides with the first night of a subscription. With a subscription to one of the theaters. I forget what it is. So the woman's selling her tickets.
Oh my God. Yeah, you need to be private about these things.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have the font so fucking big?
The woman, so everybody's up and down, up and down, up and down. And the woman in front of us on the end, she wouldn't stand the fuck up. She would just move her legs a little bit. She's lucky.
Pissed.
She's lucky I wasn't in her fucking row. I would have fucking trampled her. Fuck you. Every time she was like irritated people got up. And I understand
I would be irritated.
because we had to get up too.
Be irritated.
But you know what? The poor handicapped lady over there, she has to fucking stand. And if she can fucking stand, you can get the fuck up and stand. I can't even.
Wow.
It was so rude.
Wow.
People who were older trying to get past her who were having a hard time of it. And that fucking whore wouldn't stand up. I would have fucking trampled her on purpose. I can't even.
Oh my God.
She's lucky. So then at the end of the concert, right? It's great, right? He came out and did
Encore?
an encore. The encore, I believe, was cocaine. Yes, it was cocaine. And I brain farted. All of a sudden, this fucking stench took over. And so where we were was like outside of the women's room.
God.
So remember I told you stuff?
Yeah.
I made think. I'm not going to say what I said to Joe.
Oh my God. No, don't.
He's like, there you go,
that's
wife.
horrified.
He goes, you fucking saw the line. You fucking jumped right on it. You squashed it. And then he just fucking went over it.
You crossed the line of decency with that.
It was like
You cannot
rotten
say that.
sauerkraut
Oh.
mixed with a fucking wharf.
Oh.
I cannot. This smell. I mean, I gagged. I pulled my shirt up over my face. I'm like, whoa.
Did anyone?
Whoa.
Did
And I'm
anybody
trying to
else?
like enjoy the encore. Like, what the fuck? The fucking Joe's like, oh my God, like, what is it? What is it? I'm like, oh my God.
Are you sure it wasn't somebody that farted?
Somebody might have shit themselves. I don't know.
No, I mean
There were
like down
other
there. Like,
folks
did it smell like that in the hallway when you got up to leave? Like, because it
It was like in my nose.
was
I
it
don't know.
coming from the concourse?
I had been to the bathroom like halfway through the concert.
Oh my
probably,
God.
And it stunk because they clean it and they clean out all the whatever. It fucking stinks. It didn't stink when we got there. I went in pee quick before the concert started. You know, at like fucking 6:30.
Right.
And it did not stink.
Oh.
When I went in halfway through Clapton, so we're several hours in now, it fucking was disgusting. But then whatever foulness took over, I mean, it was on. I was like, someone fucking died. Someone just shit out death. Like, what the fuck just happened? And Joe was like, maybe there's a problem with the women's room because we realized that like where we're sitting behind us, behind that wall. You know, but,
There's like
but
a
still, like, I can't.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, those of you that are like repulsed. Look, I was repulsed.
Wait.
I had to sit through it. I'm not done.
Oh.
I mean, I'm like, we're not done. You can go on with what you want. Let me just make sure I covered all my Clapton shit.
I have something to go along with the bathroom.
Drunk rough woman, stench at the end.
Oh, God.
Lady wouldn't get up and let people pass. Okay, that's it.
Was it? How long was the concert?
Wallflowers played from 7:30 to 8:15, 8:20. Clapton came on at 8:55. And he did wear a suit, yes.
He did?
He wore a suit. Well, Joe said he was probably going to wear a suit because he's a blues guy and they always wear suits. He wore a very nice navy blue suit.
Did Joe get his concert shirt?
He got a Wallflower shirt and a Clapton shirt. And that line, I got conversation with the nice lady in the walker. When I tell you, people were there of all geriatric ages.
Well, he's been around for so long.
She came in from Reading. This lady, I know all of her story.
Wow.
She was there for the Who also. Because she was waiting in a line, and I was just waiting on the side. Like I'm like, okay, you go get your shirt. I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll meet back. So I'm.
Oh, I thought you said that to the old lady, but it was to
Joe.
Joe.
Sorry, yeah. So I'm standing there waiting for Joe, and the line is, and then we have all these fucking people that are oblivious. They're in line chatting, and the guy's like, next. The line was fucking crazy.
You don't want me working because I'd be like, fucking over here.
Know, right? I mean, it's just like people were getting antsy. Joe, we sat down. Joe goes, "Oh my God, the woman in front of me wouldn't shut the fuck up about every fucking shirt she was buying and who she was buying it for." And so for 15, 20 minutes while he's in line, she just keeps reiterating who all she's buying.
Is she talking to Joe or is she talking to somebody else?
That she's with, but he's like, she couldn't talk about it anymore. Like people bought posters, and then they're carrying around the big fucking tube. Fuck that. I can't.
You just be quiet when you're standing in line?
Well, Joe was, but no.
No, but I'm
so
saying,
the
like-
lady in the walk-up, so she was in line. And
she was in line.
And then
She
she
wasn't
hustled
waiting.
over and was waiting next to me, and then she struck up the conversation with me. And then when Joe came to get me, I said, okay, well, have a good night. Enjoy the concert. And she said, you too. And then we went to get the water. I'm like, I did not start that conversation. Because he thinks I'm like Dad.
Right.
And when we're with Mom and Dad, Dad has a limit. Dad's only allowed to talk to 2 strangers. And then Joe puts the fucking kibosh on it. and so now I also, he's like, what is like a spicer thing? What the fuck?
I
Like,
know. John
why
doesn't like it
strike up
either.
Conversation with strangers. And so very quickly, as soon as we walked away to get in the water line, I'm like, I did not start that conversation. He's like, I'm sure you did. I'm like, no, I didn't. I was just standing there minding my business.
Even if somebody starts to talk to me, like, depending upon how they are, I might talk back and then have, like, a little combo for staying there. But John's like, why are you talking? Like, why do you need... They don't want to hear the story. I'm like, they fucking started telling me something. And what am I supposed to do?
She struck
Just,
up conversation.
like, ignore the
They
person?
timed it perfectly from Reading. It takes her 2 hours to get there with the traffic.
That's a lot
and 2
of
hours.
information.
I mean, I got all the information.
That's a lot of information.
And they were there for the Who, too, and she agreed it was too much for 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
Right, anyway, okay.
Good. It's probably past her bedtime.
Oh, wait, I have to tell you this story.
Good for her, though.
Wait, I have a Joe story for you again.
Oh, Joe.
So
Poor
wait.
Joe.
So,
Poor Joe.
in the bathroom, we have the witch, right? So we have a giant witch.
Like life size.
Like life size. And it's like, whatever, it has this like rubber, like green face, whatever.
Is that from, I almost said
From
Whole
Grandin
Foods
Road,
for
from Grandin
Grandin
Road.
Road.
On sale, of course. So usually I have her somewhere in the living room, and like it takes us a little while to like get used to her being there. Like, so
Right,
Joe
you
comes down in the
catch her
morning,
and you're
fuck,
like-
right. And I put another thing in the bathroom. So we have the witch in the bathroom this time. I rearranged things this year, right? So last week we're watching one of the Annabelles, right?
Oh,
and
my
Joe
God.
comes out. He's like, "Did you move the fucking witch in the bathroom?" I was like, so I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Megan, I swear to God, like it's not facing the way it was." So I'm like, "Fuck." So I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want to go check." Like I don't know. Like, oh my God. So like, okay, here I go, because I know how it's facing. And also, because when I go in, I sit down, I can see the witch. Just give me the side eye from
There
over
we
my
go,
left.
a lot of-
When he's not looking right at it. So I go in, I peek in, and I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, oh, I gotta turn the light on. It's like go in and like examine her, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, she's the same. She's the same. But now, right, every fucking time I go in, I have to fucking look at her to make sure she hasn't moved.
Make
at
sure
all,
she's
because
not possessed.
I mean, he was freaked out, which then freaked me
see,
out.
this is why I don't watch scary movies.
And then I had to, because there's a shower in our downstairs bathroom,
Why
and I
I
use it
don't
like
watch
I use
scary
it for
movies.
storage.
Oh my God, you're like...
So I opened the shower. I had to move her away from the shower to get in there, and I positioned her back, and like made sure I was like, so that I like the exact, and I like made a mental
You should
note
take a picture.
of exactly how she was. But I'm gonna have to turn her more to face the door, because I don't like when I'm sitting there. I'm getting a side eye from her. It freaks me out.
Oh my God.
So
Oh my God. Maybe you shouldn't buy life-size decorations.
I might have to move her back. I don't know. Look, I
You shouldn't
can't.
buy. Well,
I
I mean,
can't.
you had Bernard the butler in there that spoke to you. It scared some of your guests.
I don't think it's comical. He like
They scared the
so
guests. They came
stupid.
out and they were like, what is that?
Only a couple. Once you go once, you understand that it's in there. But also have that motion ghost in there.
I threw mine out.
What is hater of fucking things? Hater of fucking things.
No, I didn't. I'm teasing.
You
Mom,
did.
Mom gets it. I take the batteries out of it. It like, what's it say? It says it's a little ghost from Hallmark, and it says like something corny about going to the
Toilet paper
bathroom.
and wiping, and I see something
It's from
scary.
Hallmark.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll bring it out next time so we can listen to what it says.
I don't like the
can't.
pitch of the voice. But while we're talking about bathrooms, can I tell you what I learned?
Oh.
That
Potty talk.
the Generation Zers out there, which I don't know what generation that is. Is that like Patrick's generation, like the mid-20s?
What are we? We're X?
I don't even know what the fuck we are.
Are we Gen X?
I'm middle age. I don't know. So the Gen Zers have anxiety, and the anxiety,
For
not
Christ's
only do they
sake.
have like normal everyday anxiety, like I guess it's higher than the other generations, but their
Probably from
anxiety,
social media.
but their anxiety extends to the bathroom. 84%
what the fuck?
of the survey of those Gen Zers, 84% of the Gen Zers that were surveyed said they felt anxiety about using the bathroom at the workplace.
Well, I think anybody does. Nobody likes to do that. I hate having to go to the bathroom in public.
And then the survey goes on, so much so that they are and have considered quitting their jobs because they have so much anxiety.
Well, that is fucking absurd.
I mean,
that is fucking absurd.
If you have to poo, you gotta poo.
So
I mean, some people make such a scene out of it, like, you know what's going on. They're like, okay, taking the paper, I'll see you in a few minutes.
I make sure if I have an appointment right? Or I'm gonna fly, whatever it is, gym day, right? This morning my appointment is at 9:30. My alarm goes off at 7. I snoozed once, and I didn't even snooze the whole time. I got myself up. You got a little fuzzy.
Oh,
Sorry.
ow!
Sorry.
Ow.
So you're fuzzy or something. There you go. So I know that I can come down and I can have X number of cups of coffee, and then I can go have my sit down before I go to the fucking gym.
Oh my God.
Before I fly. Because look, if you don't go before you fly, nothing. Cause then
You can
flying,
have the explosive diarrhea
Oh,
like that
right,
lady on the
woman.
plane.
That was unfortunate. I think we talked about
We
that.
did.
Didn't we? But if you don't, because flying will fuck you up. Like it'll fuck up your regularness, your regularity and shit.
Right.
Shit literally will fuck up your shit.
Right,
Literally.
right.
So if I don't go before I fly, then I'm a mess for like 2 days.
I mean,
so I get
sometimes-
up with ample time where I can sit down and relax with my coffee. And those of you that have ever smoked, you know too, like, because you used to get up in the morning, you have your coffee and the cigarette, that nicotine would just clean you right out.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, so a couple of things. You don't always have the opportunity. You know, you can get up at 7, but the urge or sickness can hit you,
you're
and
regular
you're
enough.
like, woohoo! Like it is a bad scene.
Well, if you get sick at
like
work,
you've got
you
the
get sick at
cramp
work.
going on, the cramps going on.
Christ.
But wait, so there's more about the poo. Speaking of getting on
More
an
about the
airplane,
poo.
the Washington Post, so this is a reliable source. The Washington Post says, we all poop weirdly on vacation. They interviewed an internal medical physician from Harvard's med school.
I believe it.
And he recommends for vacation
probably-
that you take fiber supplements
Oh, I'm fine on vacation.
because
'Cause
the
when
poo, it works, it screws up your routine.
Mine wasn't that screwed up. Well, first of all, traveling via airplane will definitely do it.
Yeah, the
Or
pressure.
traveling, like if you get up in the morning, like if you're one of the people like me, if you don't get to go before you leave the house, then fuck, you're probably not going till tomorrow. Like whatever happens, especially on flight. So, which is why I make sure I go. But on vacation, like you're eating things you wouldn't normally eat.
Right.
Most likely, you're out of a schedule.
Maybe not drinking enough water.
But I drink more on vacation, so look, I don't have any fucking troubles. I'm like.
Sometimes,
4 times a
sometimes
day.
your travel has the opposite
TI.
effect. Like you can be running to the bathroom. You can have Montezuma's revenge.
Well, depending on where you go, if you drink like shady water or whatever.
Yeah.
Like water that's
I was
Ooh.
backed up when we were in Peru, and John was like
Didn't you like the Coke or
the coca leaves from cocaine.
She
that's what
fucking
they-
did the Coke.
No, I didn't.
did the
but they
Coke.
tell you to drink the coca tea. But the point of it is that I actually contemplated drinking the water out of the faucet to loosen me up. I mean, it would have
Jesus.
done it. Like when we were in the shower, they tell you not to drink the water even when you're in the shower.
There was a recently. This is why I can't go on a cruise. There was recently a cruise ship, another one that was like completely shut down because all these people had like
Oh
wild
my-
diarrhea and sickness and wild diarrhea.
John just had his endoscopy. Speaking of
Isn't it a colonoscopy?
yeah.
You know,
And-
endoscopy, colonoscopy. What, an endoscopy isn't it when they go down your throat?
I don't know, I think. But you should go, everybody should go get theirs,
Our medical
especially if you're
awareness
over 50.
is really.
But wait. So in the actual fuck news, this is totally different. When you hear me talk about this, you will say we heard this story. We did hear this story, but it was about somebody else in another place.
The alligator.
Yes. In Washington County, Pennsylvania.
Oh, I
Now
didn't realize that
Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania's great.
is fucking turning into Florida. Sorry. So it's out
Sorry,
by
Floridians.
Washington County is out in like
It
the
doesn't
western
matter.
part.
Keep going.
Yeah.
We don't care what Washington
Stop
County is.
interrupting me. I don't do that to you. So there is a 5-foot, 32-pound emotional alligator this guy has.
Emotional support.
Emotional support, 5-foot, 32-pound alligator. This guy, it's his emotional support animal, and a sweater and all, took it into Walmart with a little sweater on the alligator. Fucking thing's 5 feet. That's like my size. Had it in the cart. Like you can Google this.
He
see the
did that
picture.
for the media sensation. That fucking idiot.
Well, he's had it
I
for
mean,
a while.
Did they take it from him?
Now, here's the best thing. So, Walmart, as it was riding around in the cart, people are pissed off, the customers. So, Walmart Walmart banned the guy with the alligator and anybody else that has an alligator. So, alligators as emotional support animals are banned from Walmarts. But Walmart only allows service animals such as, so when they said no more alligators, they went back, to cover themselves and said,
Clarify. So
we
no emotional support raccoon.
according to ADA, we do allow service animals such as dogs and miniature horses.
The fuck?
I shit you not.
Can you ride the little
And
horse?
it's like, what are you
thing?
doing
Or,
with
like,
the
you just
miniature
walk it in?
horse? It said dogs and miniature horses. Why am I bringing my miniature horse in? Like, this is like bringing it into the store. Not like I rode
What if
my horse.
What if I have a squirrel or a raccoon?
I don't know. Not like this is not the example they gave. They said like dogs and miniature horses. I kid you not. But the guy is pissed off because he's banned because Denny's allows him. Denny's, the restaurant, the morning breakfast.
Can't.
Denny's out there in Washington County allows this gentleman and his alligator to go in, and he says the alligator is like a star there. She's
Those
like a
of you
celebrity.
That may not have seen, this was on like every news outlet, and those of you that might be in a different country that wouldn't have gotten this news, or a state where perhaps they weren't showing it, or whatever. It was on like ABC, CBS.
Yeah,
it's
made
on
every
all
news.
of them.
All the big ones.
It is true. It is true. Because when I see these things that are fucked up, I think there's no way this is true, and then I look at it, and it's fucking true.
And somebody was getting pissed off, like another customer, and I guess inquired a little further. The article went on to
was
say,
it like on a leash or
so
anything?
wait, no. So the Pennsylvania has no guidelines about
Yet.
or against owning an alligator, except for it does require a permit. So you can own an alligator in Pennsylvania, but as long as you have a permit for it. I don't know if this guy has a permit or not. I don't know. And then, so that's the end of that. But someone has to clarify this miniature horse as an ADA animal, as an emotional support animal. Someone has to, like, I want it.
There was an emotional support squirrel, for fuck's sake.
Wait, if I'm going into Walmart as just the guest and I don't have an emotional support animal, which I wish I did, but I don't have
one. You put the backseat of your car?
Wait,
how do you even
no,
get it
because
there?
people will call the police on you if you leave your car with a dog in
I'm
it.
like, how do you get it there is what I'm asking. You just put the emotional support horse in your car?
I don't know. Maybe you have it on. Maybe if you're
The
out
bed
in
of a truck?
the
Like, what are you
farm.
doing?
Maybe if you're out in farmland, you have the horse hauler on all
You're
the time.
gonna put it in the
I don't
hauler
know.
and
I
haul
don't
it to
know.
fucking Walmart and go
I don't
to
know.
Walmart.
Someone has to clarify this for me. If I'm how that's possible, but for Walmart. But if I go into Walmart as a regular flavored customer and I see an alligator and or someone leading around a miniature horse, I think I'm going to be a little bit more upset about the miniature horse.
This is why I go to Target. This is why I don't shop, actually. I go Target online.
And I love horses. I love horses. But horses leave big poos.
I know, I was thinking that. Like, how do you not have a big
Do you
poo
have
in
to
the middle of the
have
aisle?
Do you have to have
Does it wear a little poo catcher?
I don't know. And here's the other thing. An alligator can bite you. Yeah, sure. It's, this is 5 feet,
They don't
32
kill
pounds.
you. The horse isn't going to kill you.
No, the horse could kill you. It could get rattled.
miniature
and
horse
kick
is
you.
not gonna fucking stomp you to
It could kick the
death.
shit out of you. Okay. Well, also along with weird news, another guy.
What in the actual fuck news?
Yeah, but this is not in Pennsylvania. But another guy was recently arrested for allegedly driving drunk in a pink Barbie Jeep
I saw that.
to get a Slurpee. Drove down a major road.
You can still get the DUI going 5 miles per hour.
And get a Slurpee in his. Well, I mean, there are all kinds of things. I mean, not the DUI is the biggest
How
one,
many
but like,
things? How do you
how
fit
about
in
like
it?
not safe? I'm sure.
It's like a kid, like a little kid Barbie car
Maybe it was a
thing.
small one.
Like,
I mean,
like the little 4-year-olds right on the driveway.
I mean, Patrick got to be 5, and he's not a tall person. And like, he couldn't sit in his little Jeep anymore. It was not a Barbie Jeep. It was a fireman
around
Jeep.
his ears, for God's sake.
Yeah, but well, obviously he was drunk and was arrested, got a DUI for was allegedly driving. I'm like, no, did you blood test him? Whatever. So speaking of DUIs, my husband having gone under for the colonoscopy, he wanted to take an Uber there and back to not inconvenience
You're not
me,
allowed.
which is bullshit. So you're not allowed. So he drove there. I went and met him there and then drove him home, and we left his car there and we went back later in the afternoon to get it. But he gets in the car feeling no pain, by the way. He's still
That
on.
propofol is some good shit.
Yeah, he even said it's good stuff. I can see how you get addicted to it. I'm like, nice. So he gets in the car and he's like, do you know the nurse told me that I'm not allowed to drive home because if I'm in an accident, it's an automatic DUI. I'm like, you don't say. You've just been under the influence. You don't say.
Right?
He's like, that's a DUI. I'm like, makes
I
sense.
love propofol.
Makes
I didn't have a
sense.
problem. I just love the propofol.
Now, along with what in the actual fuck, there are times that I want to do this, and it's not even a coworker that I want to do this to because currently I'm not working. I work with my kids.
People in general.
There was a 67-year-old woman from Slidell, Louisiana, who ran over her coworker in a parking lot and then just went into work. She ran over her coworker
It's
in
the shit that
the
dreams
work-
are made of.
the work parking lot. This was on ABC News. Ran over her coworker with
We've
her
all
car.
wanted to fucking do it. We've all had that coworker.
Now, what I don't know
or neighbor.
is if the coworker was injured. But here's the thing.
I know. I didn't see that in any of the shit.
The woman did get arrested because when asked why she did this from the police, she just shrugged her shoulders. She didn't know why.
I need to find like the rest of the story.
She didn't know.
I need to know was the person injured? Were they hospitalized?
I want to
don't
know
think they were
more. There needs
killed.
to be more to this.
I-
I
but-
want to know. I mean, obviously she was arrested, so I mean that would be assault. Would you get arrested by assault for assault? I mean, even if you didn't even if she just got a bruise, that's attempted.
You can't hit somebody and then just walk away. Did Sean tell you about our near thing the other night when we took him for a ride?
No,
He
Sean
was
didn't.
quiet. This is a good learn. Okay, so we took Sean for a ride Sunday night after dinner, and we're out Chester County, whatever, right where you crossed over whatever that main road. Anyway, so there was a car in front of us who stopped abruptly.
Oh.
And then Joe stopped abruptly, and our tires squealed. And then
Oh.
the car behind us stopped. They swerved because they kind of their brakes went off, and I had my window down. So this woman behind us started screaming.
Oh, at you?
She just screaming, like not words, but like
Right,
ah!
I don't want to hit the
So
ass
at
end of
first
this
I thought
car.
that maybe it was after she was stopped. So
Oh.
I was like, is she? Everyone looked okay, whatever. So the car in front of us stopped because there's a turtle in the road. So they let the turtle go.
Jeez.
So Sean thought that the car in front of us had done something wrong by
Right.
stopping, and I said, Granddad would tell you, that you don't do that. But I'm like, well, actually, I said, he told me you won't ever swerve the car
Right.
to avoid an animal
Right.
because oncoming traffic, whatever. I have swerved when there's nothing coming, when there's nothing like near me or whatever.
Right.
I'm not gonna purposefully hit like the fucking cat or the whatever. And in college, I remember I ran over a chipmunk, and at first I almost threw up, and then I cried because I felt really bad. Like, I mean, anyway.
Oh my.
But I said, Sean, I said they're not in the wrong. I said they did a nice thing by stopping for the turtle. I said what this is a good lesson. I said this is why you don't follow the car in front of you
So
that
close,
closely.
right.
I said so Joe was too close to the car in front of us, and the car behind us was too close to us. But I mean, this woman screamed and screamed. I thought, would she whack her fucking head off the fucking? But I'm like, I looked and I'm like, I guess
wonder if
she's
she
all
had
right.
like a cake or something that slid off.
Maybe right, yeah.
Because
Look,
that would
I mean,
cause
she
me
was
to
like losing
scream.
her mind.
That
Like it was like Joe's looking in the rear view. Like, I'm looking. Sean's looking. We're like, everyone appears to be fine. They weren't like flashing the lights or anything.
Right.
So when the car in front of us moved, we moved, and then they continued behind us, and there was no flashing lights or anything. So I'm like, okay, well, everyone's all right.
She could have had something completely
But
spilled.
that's probably what it was. She lost her fucking.
I've lost my mind when that's happened to me, and I've had to slam my brakes on, and my purse goes whoosh, and everything in it.
Fucker, this woman was screaming
I
like
don't
someone.
scream like I'm in
I thought,
pain.
oh my god, she's hurt. Okay, we're after an hour.
Wait,
wrap
I have
this-
to say this. This is one more thing.
Okay, it can't
And
wait till
this
next
is
time?
no. This
Okay.
is what in the actual fuck. In the New York Post, they talked about this new rising fitness trend. It has fans channeling their inner animal. So they are running,
I'm gonna be a
walking,
fucking monkey.
running, walking, and jumping on all fours
Oh, I see. I thought like imitating an animal.
for the form of movement known as quadrobics.
so
quadrobics.
the lady that runs.
It's gaining traction
Yes,
through social
I-
media. They're doing bear crawls, cat
like a mountain
leaps,
climber. Fuck
and they're
that.
bear crawls, cat leaps. They're wearing masks and a tail.
Come on. Okay. Okay.
They're out on
Look,
trails like the
look.
wooden trail.
We're gonna bring this up next time because that's fucked up, and now I gotta read about it. But real quick, I have to give a shout out to Dana. So Dana, thank you. So when I was fucking going off about Gilmore Girls the other week, Dana commented on YouTube. If somebody asked me how you do that. If you watch, when you click on the video through our Facebook page or you go to YouTube,
Right.
whatever, you can comment on it just like you would on Facebook or Instagram.
Right.
When you're on, like through YouTube, you can comment.
Through YouTube, you
Anyway.
can comment.
So Dana, thank you, Dana, because she agreed that like the Gilmore Girls has kind of like been like the undoing of some parenting, or has been the cause of some bad parenting. So
There we go.
last night, Joe and I we're in the middle. We're in season 2. We're on episode 16 last night, and at some point, one of the episodes, I said something to Joe about like, oh my god, I just want to fucking like throat punch Lorelai.
Oh
Like,
my
and it's
God.
interesting to watch it as a 48-year-old compared to like a 22-year-old,
Yeah.
or even a 30-year-old. Like just how you changed or
Right.
your mindset, whatever. So last night, we're watching it, and Joe goes, there you go, greenlighting poor behavior for your children. What possibly could go wrong, right? I wrote that down. So it was season 2, episode 16, and a couple things. First of all, so Rory is in 11th grade, I think, in this episode. She's 16 years old.
Okay.
Lorelai is going for a spa night, weekend, whatever, with her mother, and Rory's left alone. Now, they're in a small town, blah, 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 but we would not have been allowed left alone for the night. I had a couple of friends here and there that were, but usually they had an older sibling.
No.
Never.
No.
The one time I was left alone, I had a party, and I sent mom and dad away so I could have the party. Anyway, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Right, but so Rory, she was going to stay in and study and do laundry. She didn't want to have any friends over.
No.
So Lorelai is like, first kind of like joking, like, there's a biker crowd coming, blah, blah, all this stuff, whatever. But then she's like, no, seriously, like live on the edge, like do something bad. That's what you're supposed to do when your mom's away, blah, blah, blah. And that's when Joe was like, there you go, green light some poor behavior because nothing could go wrong. Like,
Right.
I mean,
right.
And yes, she's a good kid, so she's not going to do anything bad. But come on. I mean, come on. Like, and then later in the episode, Lorelai with her mom, Emily, they're having a conversation, and Emily's like, why can't we have what you and Rory have? And Lorelai says, because, Mom, what we have is special. We're best friends first and mother and daughter second. No. And I know the people out there do not agree with me, and I know you're probably like, you don't have any kids, who the fuck are you to say anything? But look, I had a lot of classes, my human development, family studies classes, all of them, and my ed classes. Kids need the structure and the parenting. You become friends after they become adults. I mean, you can be friendly. You can go do things in pedicures.
We're not saying be mean.
But like when you find the vodka in your kid's closet,
there should be.
Imagine if we had vodka found. Would we have been allowed to keep it?
Oh no.
And I know people. Well, you can have it.
Yeah.
Just don't let your friends have it.
Yeah. No.
Or it shouldn't be in a plastic bottle. Who knows if the plastic's corroding? Put it in a glass bottle.
Right. Well, this is what's starting the changes in society, like that things are more acceptable, and it's not necessarily accepted by everybody else.
The Gilmore Girls was the undoing of.
Right.
But that's also not to say that her mother, because her mother was Emily was an ass. Emily is an ass, right? I mean, those of you that watch the Gilmore Girls.
I do not.
Emily is a control freak, yes. But anyway.
Although the characters that played the daughter and the mother presented at the Emmys
they were on, Joe
Sunday.
told me they were on the Emmys. And I looked it up, and it fucked me up because I was not prepared to see, because Rory is just a few years, whatever, Alexa, what the fuck's her name? Bidell, whatever.
I don't know.
Remember her name. She's only like 4 years younger than me, but I was not at all prepared. Like, I know her as Rory on Gilmore Girls. I never saw, she was in the traveling pants or whatever, whatever that was. And, but I see her as a 16 to 20-year-old, never as a 44-year-old. So when I looked it up after Joe told me, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta look away. Anyway, okay, we are well past. Okay. So those of you we offended, we apologize. We're just, here we are with our opinions.
We kind of apologize.
We're
not everybody's.
I don't want to offend you, but
we're not everybody's cup of tea.
You don't have to agree with me.
But we're somebody's shot of vodka.
Tequila. It's tequila. It's not. It's all right.
Does it matter? Does it matter what alcohol it is? No.
People don't do. Anyway, okay.
They do.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Have a great week.
Have a great week. I hope you're regular. I hope that you don't have any poo issues in the workplace.
No poo.
Or traveling.
Yeah, no poo issues. No explosive. Okay, bye. Have a good one.